Hello everyone, my name is Ajay Medke from Aeronautical Engineering. In this presentation, I am going to discuss about concept area of aircraft production technology, and that is operations performed on a lathe machine. Introduction. Lathe machine. A lathe machine is a machine tool that removes the undesired material from a rotating workpiece in the form of chips with the help of a tool that is traversed across the work and can be fed into the work. It's one of the most versatile and widely used machine tools all over the world. This is also known as the mother of all machines. Nowadays, lathe machine has become a general purpose machine tool employed in production and repair work because it permits a large variety of operations to be performed on it. The lathe machine consists of the following main parts: bed, headstock, tailstock, carriage, saddle, cross slide, compound rest, tool post, apron, chuck, feed rod, lead screw, spin wheel. The workpiece is placed in between the headstock and tailstock. The work the work the work the workpiece is rotated by the help of the spindle. The workpiece is tightly folded in the headstock by means of jaws. There are different types of jaws: 3-jaw chuck, 3-jaw chuck, and 3-jaw chuck, 3-jaw chuck, 4-jaw chuck, and there are many which are used to hold the workpiece tightly. Here we know the tool post is mounted on the keyways. It will transfers from left to right, and the tailstock is at the right side of the bed. It is called dead center, and headstock is a live center where the tool rotates at certain RPM. And we will go to the lathe operation. Lathe operations. A standard machine is that which is able to deal with a variety of work and wide range of operations can be performed on it. Special purpose machine is that which has been designed for a specific purpose and only performs one or limited range of operations. A center lathe is an example of standard lathe because on this machine we can perform the following operations: turning, facing, potting off, knurling, thread cutting, grooving, drilling, boring, reaming, and many operations. In this figure, the various operation of lathe can be shown. Lathes are classified into different types. They are very numbers. They will classify according to the applications. Now we will see about turning. It is a removal of material from the outside diameter of a cylindrical job to obtain one or more finished diameter. Usually there are three types of turning which are given below: planar, straight or parallel turning, step turning, taper turning. In plane turning, machining is done in this way that after removal of material, finished diameter at both ends of the length remain equal. The turning operation, where the entire length is divided into steps of different diameter, but each step individually finished by using plane turning, is known as taper turning. Taper turning is the operation in which the material is removed from the job to produce a conical shape. Plane turning and step turning. In plane turning, the workpiece is turned straight throughout the entire length when it is made to rotate about the lathe axis, and the cutting tool is fed along the lathe axis. The plane or straight turning produces a cylindrical surface after machining. In step turning, the workpiece is turned in such a way that throughout the turning length it forms the steps of different diameters. In this diagram, it's showing plane turning and step turning, and Taper turning. Taper turning is achieved by adjusting the taper tool in the tailstock. Sorry. After facing and centering at the both ends, the job is mounted between the centers using dog carrier attached to the workpiece. The bent tail of that dog carrier is fitted into the slot provided on the driven plate. If the workpiece is mounted on a chuck, care should be taken to center it accurately with the lathe axis. The trueness of the workpiece held on a chuck is tested by holding a scriber or a dial indicator against the rotating workpiece. Turning tool is clamped on the tool post by keeping its cutting edge approximately at the lathe axis or slightly above it. Taper turning. Generally, the following methods are used for taper turning: by swelling compound rest, by setting over the tailstock, by taper turning attachment, by forming a broad nose tool, swelling compound rest. This method is used to produce shorter, steep tapers. The principle of this compound rest is that axis of workpiece rotates parallel to the bed axis and the cutting tool moves at the desired angle where the compound rest is already swelled. Let the swelled angle of component rest with axis is theta. L shows the length on which taper turning takes place. We can calculate the swelled angle of compound rest in respect of lathe axis by formula tan theta is equal to capital D minus small d by L, where capital D and small d are the larger and smaller diameters respectively. Facing. It is a machining of the ends of a workpiece to make the ends smooth. For this operation, the cutting tool is fed perpendicular to the lathe or workpiece axis by means of cross slide. Knurling is a process of producing a surface of embossing diamond-shaped pattern on a smooth surface of a cylindrical job. Knurling provides an effective gripping surface on a job to prevent it from slipping when operated by hand. Knurling may be of two types. Sorry. Straight or parallel and diamond type. Knurling is done by means of knurling tool, which consists of a set of hardened steel rollers. The teeth are cut on the steel rollers is different pattern. For knurling operation, the knurling tool is forced with the workpiece which is already arranged in revolving center. Here they are showing in this figure they have different knurling at the pattern. The patterns are very different. The first one is straight knurling and male diamond shaped left hand, right hand female diamond. Knurling is used for the gripping purpose, where we can see in scribers and other gripping purpose, other hand operated tools. Sorry. Thread cutting. In thread cutting operations, there is a certain ratio of motion between the travel of tool and the rotation of the spindle. This ratio is directly affected by the lead screw, which is attached to the lathe spindle through gears. For cutting threads of different pitches, the stud and lead screw gear are changed as per desired ratio of revolution between the spindle and the lead screw. The ratio between the teeth on stud and lead screw gear can be calculated by the given formula. Here we have the thread cutting formula. Thread cutting formula is equal to number of teeth on driver by number of teeth on driven. Here we are showing the thread cutting. The final one is drilling. For making a standard size of hole in a workpiece by means of drilling is known as drilling operation. For this operation, drill is held in tailstock spindle. For drilling operation, the drill bit is fed into the tailstock. Sorry. The spindle is rotating and the tailstock is stationary, and the drilling operation is done. In this drilling, the central drill is used. Grooving. This operation is also denoted as necking. Usually, grooves are cut on a cylindrical surface in narrow shape by means of grooving tool. The cutting edge of grooving tool is kept narrow. Grooving. In this figure, we are seeing that grooving tool is cutting grooves on a cylindrical workpieces. Boring. Boring is the operation of enlarging a drilled hole by means of boring tool. The boring tool is fitted on a boring bar, which is held in tailstock spindle reaming. It is the operation of finishing a drilled hole to accurate dimension with the help of reamer as a tool. The reamer is held on the tailstock spindle. In lathe, we can perform taping operation also. Taping is used for making internal threads on a workpiece. Thank you.